And you thought, you was going to say, oh, LB always late. You wrong. I'm on time. Lord Brunson back at you with the back at you. And I am the best reporting on the Eagles. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Top Dog TC says Steven Nelson trash. Yeah, one bad game, man. One bad game. We played Kansas City yesterday. That's what I want a lot of y'all to understand. We played the Kansas City Chiefs yesterday. The Kansas City Chiefs yesterday. The Kansas City Chiefs yesterday. Please keep that in the forefront of your mind, number one. You know what I'm saying? We decided, we choose. What's up, Loyal to Houston? Mookie, what up? Powerhouse, what up? Drew Johnson, what's going on? Devontae Graham, Ethan Wagner, what's up? I'm not saying Howie has not made bad moves in the past, which he has. He's not perfect. We're trying to rebuild the team. Even the greatest GM of all time makes mistakes. I agree with that. Aldrich, what's going on? Zach, what up? D-Lo, what's good? Josh Lopez, what's up? Hurts is really that bull. I agree. Julian Jones, what's up? Mr. Eliminator, what it do? Cut 5150, what up? You know what I'm saying? Look, man. Oscar the Grouch, what's good? I see you in here. What's good? What's good? What's good? Barbara Elliott, how you doing, man? What's good? What's shaking? You know what I'm saying? Daniel Jones better than Hurts. That's a goddamn lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. But, Daniel Jones threw for 400 passing yards yesterday and still got a lower passer rating than Jalen Hurts. So let's stop it. Let's stop it. Let's stop it. See, the media, the media already, or a lot of people already saying, has Daniel Jones proven he deserves to be here off of one game. Off of one game. I'm not even mad about Daniel Jones or nothing like that. None of this got nothing to do with no other quarterback in the division. We talking about the 1-3 start the Philadelphia Eagles have. You know what I'm saying? And why we're 1-3. We're going to talk about right now from the first quarter of football. Let's really talk about it. Daniel Jones got 3 years to prove he was the guy, and he's being compared to a guy with 8 starts. That should let you know where Daniel Jones at and where Jalen Hurts is headed, anyway. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Jalen Hurts, should we start with Jalen Hurts or should we start with the overall team? LBR defense needs to get better on run defense, bro. Exactly. Dudes ahead saying Cox washed up. I don't know, man. I don't know why people tripping. All he had is losing 3 games. We're going to start with Hurts, man. People want to start with the defense. People want to start with Hurts. Let's start with Jalen Hurts, though, man. Listen, man, Jalen Hurts got 1,100 passing yards. 1,100 passing yards in 4 games. 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a QB and a passer rating of 101.1. That's great. That's good. That's my bad, man. My bad. Nobody ever wants to talk to me until I'm live. Eagles won. They still not running enough for to keep KC's defense sitting. I agree. But listen. You can't really talk about running the ball really that much in the game plan yesterday in terms of, did the Philadelphia Eagles even punt? Did the Eagles punt? In a game where you basically don't even punt, you damn sure should win that game. You should win that game, man. You should win that game. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see the Philadelphia Eagles punt yesterday. So running the ball or not, we didn't have no 3 and outs. You know what I'm saying? Our defense was well rested. They just can't play. The defense was well rested. They just didn't know what the hell they was doing. You know what I'm saying? They just didn't know what they was doing. So, when you're running the ball, that's to create balance and to give your defense a break. You know what I'm saying? But when you passing the ball the way the Eagles was passing the ball yesterday, and you hitting on a lot of them short passes, them underneath routes, and them routes are being, complemented with yards after the catch, you're still completing the mission of keeping the chains moving. Either way. But the situation with the running the ball, we're going to talk about that. So we talked about Jalen Hurts, 1,100 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a passer rating of 101.1 through 4 games. That's good. That's good. In fact, you can tally up anybody total yards and whatever in their first 8 games. It's only like 2 people there's only 1 person in NFL history that got more yards through 8 games than Jalen Hurts. I believe that's Cam Newton. Then after that, I think it's Patrick Mahomes. Then I think 4th is Justin Herbert. It's some real dogs on the list. Jalen Hurts is number 2 on that list. So Jalen Hurts is not the issue to me. He had a career high 32 completions. He got the second passer rating through the first 8 games in Philadelphia Eagles history. 66.7 completion percentage. And the man had 6 touchdowns taken off the board already this year. 6 touchdowns taken off the board. They would be talking about, if the touchdowns stand and dudes do their job, they would be talking about Jalen Hurts probably in MVP conversations right now. Probably in MVP conversations right now. You know what I mean? So Jalen Hurts, you know, he has some rough patches. Sure, it's only 8 starts. But through your first 4 games, look at Trevor Lawrence. Look at Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence was a generational talent. Do Trevor Lawrence even have 1,000 passing yards? I know one of them don't. Zach or Trevor Lawrence don't have 1,000 passing yards in 4 games. One of them don't have it. You know what I'm saying? That's just the facts. Look at a lot of these guys who got handed over the keys and they said these guys are generational, these guys are going to be special. Jalen Hurts has outplayed Trevor Lawrence in 4 games. He's outplayed Zach Wilson in 4 games. I'm not going to really count Justin Fields, but he's outplayed Justin Fields. And honestly, I feel like he's outplayed Mac Jones in the first 4 games. Mac Jones would be second, though. Jalen Hurts, out of these young guys, I believe, has been the best in the first 4 games. It looks bad because the team overall is bad. That's why it looks so bad. That's why it looks so bad. We're on pace to be the most penalized team in NFL history. Now we're talking about coaches now. We're on pace to being the most penalized team in NFL history. We average 11 penalties a game. We got 44 penalties in 4 weeks. We average 11 penalties a game. The Philadelphia Eagles found themselves in the red zone every possession yesterday. Penalties have taken points off the board in these first 4 weeks. Penalties have had us starting behind the chains in these first 4 weeks. Penalties have extended drives for opposing teams in these first 4 weeks. These are mistakes that good football teams don't make. And with the Philadelphia Eagles, LB, keep me in your prayers. I have COVID. Go Birds. Hey, man, be safe, bro. Be safe, man. Get you some hot tea or something. Whatever you're supposed to do, man. Be safe. Quarantine. Take care of yourself. LB, I'm out of here. I got to go to class. Study hard, brother. Study hard. I'm 100% on Devontae Smith, but do you think we should have a better run defense if we've gotten Parsons instead? No. I don't think we have a better run defense if we got Micah Parsons. I don't think so, honestly. I don't think so. Micah Parsons is on the Dallas Cowboys. We got to worry about what we can control. You want to have a good run defense and not have a 100-yard receiver again for how many years have we not seen a game like that from a receiver? You know what I'm saying? The Philadelphia Eagles are not a disciplined football team. They're not disciplined on the offensive side of the ball in certain instances, and they're not disciplined on the defensive side of the ball. We got a lot of things that got to be tweaked, and it just don't measure well when you got a young team. It don't measure well when you got a young team. You know what I'm saying? We've even seen Devontae Smith make mistakes. He thought he was supposed to run a route, ran the wrong route. That almost was an interception. If the cornerback would have kept running, that's an interception. But Devontae Smith is so lethal at route running, you got to stay with him. You got to stick to him. You got to stick to him. So, you know, I think who he is helped that not be an interception. We've seen a lot of miscommunication. You know what I'm saying? A lot of miscommunication. Jalen Hurts has missed some throws. He's missed some throws that also would have put points on the board. You know what I'm saying? I think, honestly, yesterday, in my humblest opinion, he only missed 1 throw, and that's the throw to Ertz as far as touchdown passes go. But people are now saying that he missed Greg Ward. Listen, Greg Ward had both goddamn hands on the ball, and I saw Devontae Smith make a similar play on an out route where he had to reach out and force and take the route to the outside. That's the name of the play. When you running a route to the sideline, go to the sideline, drag your feet like everybody else do in the NFL. Finish running your route. Greg Ward did not finish running his route. He stopped. He didn't run the route all the way through. He got both hands on the ball. That's not on Jalen Hurts. That's not on Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? I'm just calling a spade a spade. Everybody know that it's Hurts season with me. I'm a Hurts guy. But I'm not letting him accept blame for something because the masses don't like the kid. If you get your goddamn hands on the ball, you got to catch it. That's your job. When you get on a jugs machine in practice, are you catching with your body? Are you catching with your body on a jugs machine? He flat out missed Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz couldn't even get a hand on the ball. That is a miss. That's a miss. If you got to dive for a ball and the ball too low, that's a miss. If the ball's thrown behind you, that's a miss. That's a miss. If you lead a receiver to the sideline and expect him to keep both feet in bounds and grab the ball and to get both hands on it, how is that a miss? How is that a miss? You know what I'm saying? Hurts ain't make it easy, neither his fault. Yeah, he did make it easy. He threw it at his hands. I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused. Although Greg Ward should have caught the pass, in my opinion, the play shouldn't even been for Greg Ward. That's a play for Devontae Smith. You drafted him in the first round. Why the hell is Devontae Smith not in that position? Why is Devontae Smith not in that position? That's Devontae Smith's play right there. That's his touchdown. He did all the work up and down the field. Let him get the simple out route for the end zone. That's the major problem that I got with that play. I don't got a problem with the... It's super nitpicking to say that, oh, that could have been a better throw. Like, come on. First, they were saying he threw the ball too hard. They were saying, how the hell... Let me get some water. We're going to talk. We're going to talk about it. Let me get some water. We're going to talk about it. Yeah, you got the good water. The good water. I got that rapper water today. We're going to talk about it, though. How the hell last week we say he don't got enough power in his arm, but this week he got too much power in his arm? Stop it. Stop it. If the ball... I don't give a damn. I don't care. Eagles won. Thank you for the donation. LB, I meant we should have run more to keep their offense off the field. No punts, but 2 for 5 in the red zone. How many runs? Listen, the red zone is a different situation than the rest of the field. Let me just point that out right now. If you get to the red zone, it don't matter how you get to the red zone. But once that field shrink, you definitely got to run the ball. So I guess I get what you're saying. I don't give a damn who tell you. Seth Joyner. I don't care if Dick Buckus tell you that was on the quarterback. I grew up in the era where if the ball touch your hands in that manner, you got to pull that pass in. You got to pull that pass in. Nobody is saying that the pass to Devontae Smith was bad when he led him to the sideline and he got both feet down. Man, he got a foot down, reached for the ball, and got a whole thigh down. Great catch by Devontae. Great throw by Hurts. Nobody's saying that it was the same play, just a deeper route. If you don't want your hands touching the ball, just stay out of the game. I watched for years where we say that that's a drop by Nelson Aguilar. Them same type of plays Nelson Aguilar had dropped from time to time. Just because it's coming out of Carson Wentz's hand, it's a drop. But when it's coming out of Jalen Hurts' hand, he need to throw the ball better. Come on. Make it make sense. I'm holding everybody to the same standard. I'm not bending the rules based upon what people like about people. You know what I'm saying? Came from the river in Jerusalem. You damn right this water came from the river in Jerusalem, Red. I don't drink no... Listen. And you sent me that thing about Essentia. I ain't drink Essentia since. This rapper water right here. You know what I mean? The Goddard pass was perfect. It was thrown where he only could catch it. The Goddard pass, or you mean the Ertz pass? Where Ertz also had 2 hands on the ball, but we didn't get the pass interference. I mean, it's just crazy. It's beyond me. It's beyond me. It's beyond me. Yeah, the Ertz pass, I get you. You know what I'm saying? So 6 touchdowns taken off the board due to penalties is a real head scratcher. How many times are we going to have guys illegally down the field or illegal shifts? I mean, come on, man. The offensive pass interference to Arcega-Whiteside, I get it. By definition, that is the call, but they're not calling that on Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes. They're not calling that on the goal line for none of those quarterbacks, but they did it for Jalen Hurts. They did it for Jalen Hurts. They called it on Jalen Hurts. You know, I'm not trying to make no excuses about the refs, but yesterday that was terrible officiating, regardless of the fact. We have 2 touchdowns taken off of the board because wide receivers stepped out of bounds. Now, I believe that Devontae Smith did reestablish himself. By definition of the rules that I'm saying, you just got to get 2 feet back in bounds to reestablish yourself before making contact with the ball. And he got 3 feet back in bounds. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even review it. You know what I mean? But that's a teachable moment for the wide receivers. Devontae Smith and Jalen Reagor, what they have to do is they have to hold their route. Do not allow nobody to push you out of bounds. That is taught the wide receivers. They got to do a better job of understanding where they at on the field and holding their route, because that is 2 beautifully thrown balls by Jalen Hurts that are not catches because wide receivers stepped out of bounds. So both of those were called back. You know what I mean? It's a tricky situation when you talk about the touchdowns that came back through. Listen, we had more touchdowns come back due to penalty than Hurts missing people. So why you want to harp on Hurts missing people all the time in the end zone? Why are we harping on that? Why are we harping on that? Do y'all understand the Philadelphia Eagles ain't been in the end zone against San Fran? I don't think we was in the end zone. Well, we was in the end zone, then the play calling was bad. You know what I'm saying? We're not even in the end zone enough in real game situations for Jalen Hurts to even be able to practice that. But he's still getting better and he's still improving. I will reiterate, 1,100 passing yards. I'm going to give you the exact number. 1,167 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, a 101 rating. You can't make that stuff up. You can't make that stuff up. The quarterback ain't the problem. Quarterback ain't the problem. No matter how many times that people who just want to go against the fact that our quarterback is very, very serviceable, above average for 8-game standards. You know what I mean? The quarterback ain't the problem. The problem is the coaching. I believe Nick Sirianni coached a much better game plan yesterday than he did in Dallas, but he still doesn't understand the importance of running the ball down in the goal line. He still has not elevated. Listen, Gardner Minshew and Joe Flacco have been inactive the last 2 weeks, I think. What spot on the field is so important that Jordan Howard can't get it? We use 2 tight ends in the passing game all game. Why are we not coming out with a jumbo set with 3 tight ends and imposing our will on some of these other guys? What are we talking about? Why are we not doing the simple things that it take to win football games, man? You know what I mean? I'm hearing that we could have put up 44 points on this Chiefs defense and won the game. Why are we not doing that? LB, you sound like a Cowboy defending Dak 3 years ago. We're going to talk about that. That's what I really wanted to open the video up about. You know, I have been hard on Dak Prescott for years. For years. But I am also impressed with what the Dallas Cowboys did in terms of developing Dak Prescott. I'm impressed. I'm just impressed. I don't even think Dak Prescott has thrown for 300 passing yards since week 1. I'm impressed with the way that they have handled the Dak Prescott situation, and what they have done was get the ball to Ezekiel Elliott. The Dallas Cowboys are at their best when they get the ball to Ezekiel Elliott. Now you have a developed Dak Prescott who ain't trying to force the ball. He's playing within the offense and taking what the defense is giving him. Now you got a quarterback who's smart. He's developed now, and you still got Ezekiel Elliott running the ball at the pace he's running the ball at. You know what I'm saying? The Philadelphia Eagles are going through the exact same thing that the Dallas Cowboys went through with Dak Prescott, with the exception of we are not trying to adopt the run game, so a lot of the pressure is still on our developing quarterback to get it right. Period. My guy, Coach Chuck, said, not a Sixers fan, but all Philly fans should know, trust the process. Like, for real, be patient. It's a long season. Y'all got to stop overreacting. They're not going to stop overreacting. They're trained to go. A lot of them are trained to go. A lot of them are trained to go. Miles ain't no Zeke, though. You'll never know until you give him the ball. You'll never know what Miles Sanders is until you give him the ball. How you going to know what you got in Miles Sanders if you're getting the ball 2 times 1 week and 7 times the next week? You ain't going to never know what you got in him. You know what I'm saying? You got to run the ball. And you got, listen, at this point, the Philadelphia Eagles now, if the Philadelphia Eagles are moving the ball like this for the rest of the season, Jalen Hurts can salvage the defense to a degree. He can salvage the defense to a degree. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell y'all one thing right now. The Panthers ain't sweet. Carolina is not sweet. You can look at what Dallas did to them and think they sweet all you want, but the reason why that game got broken open is because of Trayvon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs gives up a lot of yards, you know what I'm saying? A lot of yards, but he comes through in the clutch with some of the most timely interceptions of this early season. And after they get in Trayvon Diggs interception, they getting 7. And that's how that game got blown open. Sam Darnold didn't play that bad in that game. And Moore is still somebody you got to watch out for. Period. And we going to Carolina. Now, we've been in some games against some winnable teams, against some real good teams, but at the end of the day, we got to still have a complete game. There's no gimme games for us, man. Nobody's sweet on our roster. But I firmly believe the season starts now. The season starts now. We got that first quarter of football out the way. We're starting to see that Devontae Smith is what we should have been targeting. We're starting to see that Jalen Hurts can handle a passing load of 25 plus times a game. Now what we got to do is incorporate 13 to 15 rushes for Miles Sanders a game to create balance. And I think you almost score on every drive, barring a mistake. I think you almost score on every drive, barring a mistake. The way that the refs did what they did to us yesterday in some of these situations was just laughable, but it's all a teaching moment. And shout out to Jalen Hurts and his presser for saying the stuff that he said. Like, listen, you could talk about this being the best game of my professional career if you want. Yeah, I went head-to-head, gun for gun with Patrick Mahomes, but at the end of the day, we lost. We got blown out. We got blown out. We got blown out. And he still acknowledges that he could be better. Because I'm sure that we got some, my guy, man, my guy Victor, man, been a member for 2 months, man. Shout out to you, bro. What up, Brody? If Hurts plays all season like yesterday, the organization should definitely keep and build behind him. Listen, this ain't the first time Hurts had a game like this, though. It's not the first time Hurts had a game like this. People don't know how to articulate what the real problem is. They're either going to say it's Jalen Hurts or the defense. It's Jalen Hurts or the defense. I'm no longer tweeting. I'm probably lying. I'm probably going to be on Twitter. But I'm not going to tweet as much as I do during the game. I'm just going to watch the game, or I'm even going to go live for the game. Because some of the Twitter, some of the Twitter fanalists out there, man, they just wild. They just wild, man. They just wild. They just wild. They just wild, man. They just wild. Jalen Hurts is a franchise quarterback. Jalen Hurts is ahead of schedule in his development, if you ask me. He just got some things he got to clean up. He got some things he got to clean up. He got a 101 passer rating. And we keep saying, and they told us that he couldn't pass the ball. Look at Trevor Lawrence passer rating. Shit like in the 50s. Look at Zach Wilson passer rating. Got to be in the 20s. And these are guys that they say are generational talents. Generational talents. Do y'all know how livid y'all would be if we would have traded up and got Zach Wilson? With him throwing 7 picks, 8 picks, 13 runs in 2 weeks and dumb penalties. That's bad. That's how you lose football games. That's exactly how you lose football games. But I hate to give a head coach a pass, because coaches are supposed to look at a game from a different perspective. But Nick Sirianni's still learning too. He's still learning too, man. He's still learning too. You know what I mean? So right now, I'm going to give Jalen Hurts a grade through the first quarter. I'm going to give Jalen Hurts a grade of a B. You know what I'm saying? Not quite an A. Because, I feel like that Jalen Hurts still has to work out his timing with some of his deep passes. And, he still got to settle in. He still got to understand. I think he got excited when he seen Zach Ertz that open and the throw just got away from him. You know what I'm saying? But no, we can't use that excuse for Jalen Hurts. Because that's what they say about Tom Brady when he throw an errant pass or a bad pass. Oh, Brady would love to have that one back. It got away from him. Mahomes would love to have that one back. It got away from him. That's what they say about quarterbacks that they love and respect. When Jalen Hurts throws a bad pass or a pass gets away from him, he's not a thrower. He's not a thrower. He's not a franchise quarterback. He's not. He's not. He's not. Did Tom Brady miss somebody yesterday? Tom Brady didn't even throw a touchdown pass yesterday. You know what I mean? My guy OGR Sports with the donation, $99.99. Hey, shout out to you too, OGR, man. I ain't see you in a minute, bro. Yo, man, we might got to collab on something. Congratulations yesterday on your Giants win too. LB, it's really ridiculous how people overreact to quarterback play. Everybody thinks the quarterback on their team needs to be Mahomes or Rodgers or Brady, but the reality is, if your quarterback completes good and step up in big moments, that's all you need. I agree with that. I agree with that 100%, OGR. And what did Jalen Hurts do yesterday that really stuck out to me was he went through his progressions really, really, really well. And he made some tough darts with the blitz coming at him. I mean, it was pressure running at him. And he was still complete. The 4th down pass he completed to Kenneth Gainwell, all the pressure in the world was in his face. Still calm, poised, and collective, and delivered the strike to Kenneth Gainwell. Delivered the strike. TGS, thank you for the donation. Speaking about LB, the linebackers are buns. Make me miss Gary and Riley. Listen, we're gonna get into it too. But like I said, I got a grade of a B for Jalen Hurts. It's hard for me to give him anything lower than that with a 1-on-1 rating, 7 touchdowns, only 2 picks. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. No lost fumbles. Everybody said he had a fumbling issue. 1,100 passing yards. Jalen Hurts is on pace to have 4,000 passing yards season. You know what I'm saying? The second quarterback in Eagles history to do so. Jalen Hurts is actually on pace to have the most passing yards from a quarterback in Eagles franchise history. He's on pace for that. I got to go ahead and give him a B. He had a game high 32 completions, career high 32 completions yesterday. I mean, come on. 6 touchdowns taken off the board while he's still developing. You don't get production like this out of a guy that has 8 starts. It's hard to find anybody in NFL history who has produced like him in 8 starts. You can say whatever you want. Those are just the facts. Now, Nick Sirianni, I got to give Nick Sirianni a D+. I can't give Nick Sirianni an F because in 2 out of the 4 games, Nick Sirianni called the perfect offensive game plan. My guy, Welly Well, thank you for the donation. Dudes out here saying it was all garbage time stats. The hate is real. The hate is very real. The touchdown pass to Greg Warwick, yeah, I'll give you that. 4 seconds was left on the clock after that. But Jalen Hurts had 300 passing yards in the third quarter. 300 passing yards in the third quarter. I mean, come on, make it make sense. How can you have garbage time stats? How can you have garbage time stats in a game where your running back only getting the ball 7 times? I mean, you are the offense at that point. CJ Huggins, man, I'm going to keep it 100, man. These refs was BS because that was a touchdown by Smitty. Plus, our number 1 wideout had his first 100-yard game. I agree with that. Number 1 wideout, his first game. Alexis, man, shout out to you, LB. When Smith caught them 2 balls, we was in field goal range with 1 timeout, 30 seconds. No timeout. You know, I got to go back and look at that. I didn't even look at that. I think we might have took a sack. I think we took a sack because we tried to hurry the play up, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't call the timeout to regroup, and we ended up taking a sack. So, yeah, man. But, yeah, man, Ertz dropped the touchdown, but nobody talking about that. I'm talking about it. They told me it was a bad pass. The Twitter fanalists, they was on Twitter saying Jalen Hurts got to do a better job of throwing that ball to Zach Ertz. If a ball touch your hands, man, come on, bro. Listen, I'm going to make this as simple as possible, man. Nick Sirianni going to get a D+ from me. I know a lot of people want Nick Sirianni to get an F, but Nick Sirianni called a really, really good game in Atlanta, helped his quarterback out. You know what I'm saying? Miles had more touches than usual. Nick Sirianni called the good game against the Kansas City Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? He got the playmakers involved. So Nick Sirianni is capable of calling a good game in space. Where Nick Sirianni fails at is calling a good game in the red zone or near the goal line. Once the Philadelphia Eagles see 1st and goal, I think Nick Sirianni just gets scared. I think he just gets scared. When all you got to do is run the ball 2 out of the 4 damn downs, you know what I mean? And you should be good. So Nick Sirianni got to get a D+ from me for that effort alone. Jonathan Gannon, I know it's bad. I know it looks really, really bad for Jonathan Gannon right now, but I'm gonna give Jonathan Gannon a C right now. The lowest C you possibly can get. Because yesterday was the first time we gave up 300 yards to a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? It was the first time we gave up 300 yards to a quarterback. Yesterday also was one of those times, also during the course of the season, the Philadelphia Eagles didn't give up much points for the first 2 games. Obviously, we didn't even give up a touchdown to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We made it really, really hard on San Francisco. I think offensive play calling is one of the reasons why we lost that game. And, you know, they're just working against each other, man. They got to go out there and do things to help each other. If Nick Sirianni is competent in the games where the defense is on, you win. And if Jonathan Gannon is competent in the games where the offense is on, you win. It seems like the offensive play caller and the defensive coordinator are not on the same page, which means it ultimately falls down to Nick Sirianni, which is why he got a worse grade from me. My guy OGR, man, member for 17 months. P.S. No need to collaborate unless you want to. I had to stop my channel about 7-8 months ago, but shout out to you, LB. Oh, damn, I didn't even know you stopped your channel, man. Damn, I didn't even know that, man. I've been out of the loop, man. But yeah, man, I definitely still want to collab and get your take on some Giant stuff, man. Facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to say Gannon is another Schwartz. I mean, if you playing zone, I understand why you're not blitzing so much. Schwartz was playing man and not blitzing. That's just a recipe for disaster. You know what I mean? That's just a recipe for disaster. But, you know, I think the season starts here. I think now the season starts for the Philadelphia Eagles. Jalen Hurts was visibly mad in his presser. You know, a rookie would have been happy with saying, would just been happy that his coach gave him praise and said this is the best game that he played. He like, what? He like, hold on. We lost the game. There's no moral victories here. We got blown out. The defense gave up 2 40 burgers. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. I told you no 10 wins, but I mean, you're not going to get a cookie by typing it in here, bro. We know this is a development situation. We know that this team got to get their head out of their asses, and this team got to play competent football. And it starts with the coach. Look at homeboy in LA now. Dude playing for the Rams. What's his name? Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford went from being a loser to being in MVP conversations. Why? Because of a coaching change. You know what I'm saying? A coaching change. And I feel like the coaches got to come out there and have a better game plan in situations, man. Game plan was good. Situational running got to be better. If they call Hurts runs inside the 10, I mean, shit, yeah, if you don't want to give it to Miles Sanders, call a run for Jalen Hurts inside the 10. But do we want to risk getting him hurt? This is why you got running backs. Bring up Jordan Howard. Because some of the plays that I saw Carolina making yesterday, even though it looked like they got blown out, I watched the game. Carolina is making some crazy plays, man. Carolina is a really, really active defense. Seriously, a really active defense. And that dude Moore is one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. He just don't get the respect that he deserves. We can't walk into this thing. Carolina could put boots on it. Carolina could smoke us if we're not on the same page offensively and defensively. Carolina could smoke us. Hurts is not that fast. You ain't got to be fast in the goal line. Hurts is strong, though. You ain't got to be fast in the goal line. You know what I'm saying? Lil Brunson, let me get a wrench. LB, wins first game as the Eagles, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 75 QBR, bro. What that mean? What do that mean? What does that mean? Yo, LB, what's up? I'm having a break at the job. It's like, hey, man, shout out to you, man. Try to have a good day. Bro. Hurts is fast. He not Lamar Jackson fast, but he fast. Dave Dust, what up? Hurts is fast enough. You know what I mean? And you know, Hurts is, I hate to keep using Russell Wilson, but Hurts is like Russell Wilson fast. The thing about Russell Wilson is Russell Wilson ain't really trying to run the ball. If the lane open and you can pick up a cheap first down, that's what Russell gonna do, run out of bounds. The same type of stuff Hurts do. You ain't building no offense for around Jalen Hurts running the ball. You just sneaking some plays in every now and then. LB, can we get an update on Chase? With Chase, Alexis? Hurts is athletic, exactly. Injuries are killing us too. I don't think so, man. The offensive line was injured. The offensive line played well. You can't make excuses for injuries in the National Football League. It's literally next man up. The only injury that could hurt a team for real and change the complexion of how that team is made up is a quarterback injury. Lane, I don't know what's going on with Lane Johnson, but he wasn't missed yesterday. The offensive line was phenomenal yesterday. I mean, Hurts did have like 1 or 2 plays where he was back there playing and one, juking people and trying to find a way out. Yeah, but that happens though. What's going on, Dave? What's going on? Bottom line, Hurts looked good yesterday. And if you can't just say that and move on to the next week, then you hate the dude. Dudes don't want to say, we lost because of a storyline. I don't know about that, man. I don't know. But I don't know, man. I don't want to throw no theories out there. Whatever. Dudes don't want to say Hurts looked bad. Instead, they're going to say he missed 2 touchdown passes. Come on. Really? Let's look about it in a different light. You want to say he missed 2 touchdown passes. You want to say he missed Hurts, and I'm guessing the other one you got to be talking about is Ward, which is the most tic-tackiest stuff ever. Because if Tom Brady throw a ball like that and somebody drop it, that's a drop. That ain't Tom Brady's fault. You know what I'm saying? The most tic-tacky thing ever. Now let's go to the Ward play again. That's 1st and goal. If you're going to call that play, first of all, I believe Devontae Smith should be in that situation. And if you probably shouldn't even call that play. You probably should run. You know what I'm saying? But nobody think about it like that. That was first and goal. That's the down where you're supposed to implement your power set and run the ball. That's the down where you're supposed to implement your power set and run the ball. You know what I'm saying? That's not the down where you're supposed to just throw out the Greg Ward. You know what I mean? It is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, though. But AB dropped the ball. AB dropped the ball yesterday, touchdown pass. Listen, they're not talking about that, though. They're not talking about that. They don't want to talk about that. They're never going to talk about that. They're never going to talk about that. Yeah, they're going to say, was it? Yeah. Was it Tom Brady fault? Was it Tom Brady fault? Yo, LB, should we use our 3 first rounders next year for defensive players? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. If you can't see what's happening, listen. Before I even say how I feel about Jalen Hurts again for the 100th time, I think you found your quarterback. That's not my concern here. That's not Lord Brunson's concern as the quarterback. I think you found your quarterback. At the end of the day, what would you rather have? Would you rather be a quarterback away or a whole damn defensive unit away? The only 2 players worth a damn on the defense right now, is Darius Slay and Javon Hargrave. Would you rather be a quarterback away or a whole damn linebacker core away? You need defensive stars. You need first-round talent. What the hell is Deshaun Watson going to be able to do with our roster? No, I don't think. I don't think Fletcher Cox is doing much of a job this year. What is Deshaun Watson going to do with our roster? Deshaun Watson still loses that game yesterday. Still. Deshaun Watson still loses that game yesterday. You know what I'm saying? You need other talent. Your quarterback is developing beautifully. Your plan, Howie Roseman, from whatever you envisioned, from when you drafted Jalen Hurts, is working. It's working. The plan is working. It's working. Now you put an elite wide receiver around him and Devontae Smith. Just stick to your plan. Use every single one of those first-round draft picks on a difference maker. You got so many damn first-round draft picks potentially next season and early second-round draft picks that you know the level of talent that's going to fall to us? By the time it's time for us to use our own draft pick, the Philadelphia Eagles draft pick, it'd probably be another stud wide receiver out there or stud safety. Use them all. LB, why did we extend Sweat right now? What is he doing for that? We extended Sweat because Barnett is gone next year. So you're already down a defensive end. Brandon Graham is probably going to finish out his career as an Eagle, but Brandon Graham probably would never be the same. So it was a good thing. It was a good thing to extend him. But my God, they need some discipline. Who's the defensive captain? Why is Fletcher Cox not on these dudes' ass every time they jump off sides like that? Why? Trade a first for Patrick Queen. I wanted to draft Patrick Queen. You know what I mean? How we drafted 3 third-string defensive tackles in the first round. I don't know what Howie Roseman doing in the first round. But if he do something like that, I mean, Alabama in the house, Eagles strong, good job. Yeah. But my God, we need some discipline. You need some discipline, which brings me to my next point. The discipline through the first quarter of the season for the Philadelphia Eagles has been the worst in the NFL. We're on pace to be the most penalized team in NFL history. That's embarrassing. Because that part is mental. It's embarrassing. That part is mental. That's a mental roadblock that the Philadelphia Eagles and the coaching staff got to figure out how to hold dudes accountable. The next dude that jump off sides or fly to the quarterback without the ball being snapped need to be fucking benched for the next play. Excuse my French. They need to be benched. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We can't keep giving up, making excuses. We can't keep saying, oh, here we go again. I mean, Derek Barnett has jumped off sides on 2 third and longs, yo. 2 third and longs. We don't have the team that's going to stop nobody on 3rd and 1. They could just run that. We sweet right there. Come on, flags just come with young teams. I understand that. But Young teams don't become the most penalized teams in NFL history. It don't happen. It don't happen. It doesn't happen. We're on pace to be the worst disciplined team in NFL history. That got nothing to do with youth. If that's the case, every year a new young team will be breaking that record. What up, LB? What defensive positions do the Birds draft with those first 3 rounders? Would you like Stingley? I want linebackers. I want another cornerback. And a safety. I don't care what you do. I don't care what you do, but one of them got to be a linebacker. You might need an edge rusher now. Rookie coach and young roster doesn't mix much, LB. Listen, I understand that. But this ain't the first time in the NFL that we've seen a rookie coach and a young roster. It's not the first time we've seen this. It's not. Every rookie coach and a young roster, okay, aren't the Jets a young team with a rookie coach? The Jets are a young team with a rookie coach, right? Aren't the Jaguars a young team with a rookie coach? Right? They're both young teams with rookie coaches, right? Am I right or wrong? Am I right or wrong? Why are we the young team with a rookie coach that's about to break the NFL record for most penalties in the game? You know what I'm saying? Why is it us? We the most penalized team in the NFL. Are the Jags and the Jets right under us? Probably not. Probably not. You learn about these type of things in Pop Warner football. You learn about these type of things in Pop Warner football. I cannot excuse jumping off sides like that, bro. I can't excuse it, man. I can't excuse it. I can't excuse it. How did Siri win this job though? I think Siri called good plays. I think he has the ability to call good plays. He just got to figure out something in the red zone. And then if you want to be 100, I don't think he was really that bad this week in the red zone. I don't think it was that bad this week in the red zone. The BS call on Ortega-Whiteside, where Travis Kelce basically is screaming for his life. Don't you do this. Did y'all hear Kelce screaming? Don't do it. Don't do it. Sirianni is heated. Zach Ertz heated. BS call. That BS call right there was a good play call. It was a touchdown. But they screwed us. They screwed us. Greg Ward dropped the ball. We screwed ourselves. We screwed ourselves. Nobody is worrying about how many times Miles get the ball in the red zone if you catch them 2 touchdown passes. Or if the refs don't screw us. Nobody's worrying about that. Nobody's worrying about how many times anything happened. We only care about winning. We only care about winning. You know what I'm saying? 569 people in here with less than 200 likes. Let's run them likes up, y'all. I agree. Shout out my guy Herbert. Hey, stop what you doing, man. I'm gonna drink some water real quick. I'm gonna give everybody 10 seconds, man. Go ahead and smash that like button, man. Run it up, man. Everybody that's watching, man, smash the like button for me, man. I'm drinking that rapper water. You know what I'm saying? Drinking that rapper water. Yeah, man, but this is the thing, man. This is the thing. The criticism, the criticism that a Hurts fan is going to take is just unwarranted to me, man. It's just unwarranted to me. And I'm not you know, it's not about Jalen Hurts no more for me, man. I've seen enough. I've seen enough that I believe that if Jalen Hurts continue to develop and make the decisions that he made yesterday, he gonna be good. It was second nature for him to make some of the decisions that he made. He used that play where he double clutched it's Devontae Smith, the route running yesterday. My God. That was the most effortless 120 plus yards receiving in a game I ever saw. That was effortless, man. Effortless. 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 Dude just simply don't drop passes, man. I'm happy we got that wide receiver, and I'm happy that him and Jalen Hurts are putting in work and trying to get on the same page together. The footwork is ridiculous, Welly. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Smith just getting his feet wet. You know what I'm saying? I think Smith has another good game next week. At least 80 yards receiving. You know what I'm saying? But Carolina not coming to play with us. They're not coming to play with us. You know what I'm saying? Christian McCaffrey ain't in the game, but that's still a defense that we got to pay some respect to. I pray to God that Jordan Mailata is healthy enough to go on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Because Jordan Mailata is not going to keep getting those illegal man downfield calls, and we need Jordan Mailata to be physical and nasty with the run. I think we can catch these dudes slipping with some play action, but you got to run the ball. You got to run the ball. If he can stretch the field, I can see him as a lock-in as our starting quarterback. But he has not shown it. He ain't shown you that he can stretch the field. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's the nitpicky stuff that I'm talking about. He ain't show you can stretch the field. He had a 90-yard completion. A 90-yard completion. But the drive stalled because of poor play calling in the red zone. He had an 81-yard completion last year to Deshaun Jackson. How is he not showing you that he can stretch the field? How? How's he not showing you that? I mean, what are you looking for, man? This is not Madden, bro, where dudes just lightly tap X to loft the ball up. This ain't Madden, bro. This is not Madden, bro. I don't give a damn about stretching the field. Can you throw in open spots? He showed me that. He showed me that. LB, Arizona look good. They look good, Don. They do look good. Arizona do look good. They look good. AJ Green is a difference maker over there. AJ Green is a difference maker over there. Washington football team got lucky. I mean, Washington deserves to, feel good about themselves. I ain't mad about that. But you out here tussling with Atlanta. You definitely can't be laughing at us. The Giants had an impressive road win against the Saints. It's not easy to win over there, and the Saints got a good defense. So I guess that's low-key impressive. But this is the facts. We played the Chiefs. They played Jameis Winston. They played Atlanta, and the Cowboys played a good team. You know what I'm saying? We played the Chiefs, though. So, you know what I mean? I think the season starts for us now. I think we start to understand who we are, and we start to put some pieces in place. Why cut Sanders? Sanders is a top 10 running back if you use him. Who said cut Miles Sanders? That's wild. Is Rager a wide receiver or a special teamer? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know what's up with Rager, man. I don't know what's up with him. I'm not going to say he a bust because he flashes sometimes. I don't know what's up with him, though, man. I don't know what's up with him. But it damn sure ain't no... I mean, I'd rather see Rager right there for that touchdown pass than Greg Ward. Seriously. I mean, did we try to outsmart the defense? Oh, he's in, so he must not be about to get the ball. He's only in because he ain't about to get the ball. He's a decoy. Did we try to do that? There's so many dudes you could have put right there instead of Greg Ward. Quez Watkins, Jalen Rager, Devontae Smith. Shit, I think Arcega-Whiteside would have caught that. I think Arcega-Whiteside would have caught that pass. Like, come on. And Greg Ward got some sure hands. We're not going to win playing decoy football. That's what I'm saying. Put your guy in a position. If you want a touchdown pass and you got a hot route, put the hot guy in a hot route. Come on. Greg is guaranteed normally. And the fact that he's guaranteed normally and he dropped the ball, you know what I'm saying? They got to blame it on everybody else but Greg Ward. You know what I'm saying? Greg Ward is not being utilized like he's used to being utilized the last couple of years. And I understand that. Greg Ward got the most snaps and the least amount of, targets as of last week before the game. Greg Ward got sure hands, but they not sure than Devontae Smith's. LB, what's your thoughts on Steven Nelson? Resign, let walk, or too soon to tell? Too soon to tell. We played the Chiefs. The Chiefs do what they want to a lot of people every week. Every week. We need another wide receiver. Rager is inconsistent and Whiteside is non-existent. Forget that downfield blocking. We need production. I agree wholeheartedly, Silas. I agree. Rager can do things with the ball in his hand, and he got that dog in him. Rager don't have no dog in him. Let's cut the boo-boo out. There's no dog in Rager right now from what I've seen. There's no dog in him. The pass that Jalen Hurts threw that was almost intercepted, Rager just walked around with his hands on his hip, and dude is returning the ball. Everybody thought it was an interception. Dude is returning the ball. And Rager, it just snaps in his head at the last moment like, damn, I got to chase him and make a tackle. Rager is lazy with the route running, man. I'm just going to keep it a bean, bro. I'm going to keep it a bean. I don't get on this camera every day, you know what I'm saying, to make friends with the players. You know what I'm saying? Listen, it is what it is, man. He looked lazy. And that route, and that route, you know what I'm saying, for Greg Ward also looked lazy. Finish your route. Finish your route. It wasn't a curl route to find a cushy spot in the zone. If you're running the out route towards the sideline or a quick out, you know what I'm saying, go all the way to the sideline. He let him for the route. You know what I'm saying? He stopped in the middle of the route like he's about to sit down in the middle of the zone and give his quarterback a target. I mean, I'm not making no excuses for none of these dudes, bro. If the ball hits you on your hand, you got to catch it. Seriously, I don't care if a fifth grader threw it. Do your job. I disagree, dog. Rager got dog in him. We got to open him up. Okay, all right. All right, I'm not saying he a bust, but I don't see no dog. I don't see no dog. I don't see no dog. When you think about somebody with that dog in him, I think of Miles Sanders. I think of, who else got that dog in him on offense? I think of Miles Sanders. I think of Devontae Smith. I don't even think Devontae Smith got that dog in him. I just think Devontae Smith just good. He just nice. He just nice. Just because you got a mean snarl on your face don't mean you got that dog in you. Just because after you make a play every once in a while you get up and scream, it don't mean you got that dog in you, bro. Like, I'm not being confused by none of that. I'm not being confused by none of that. I'm sorry, man. Quez got that dog in him. Quez got that dog in him. Goddard got that dog in him. Ertz got that dog in him. Rager don't conduct himself like them dudes yet to me. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully he get there. It took six people to take him down the game before last. It took 6 people to take who down? When you got that dog in you, it just comes out. It don't need to be opened up. There you go. There you go. What do we got to do to release that dog in another person? We ain't got nothing to do with that. We ain't got nothing to do with that. Deshaun Watson was a dog. He's a dog. What do we have to do to release the dog? Why do we have to open him up to release that dog in him? Hurts got that dog in him. I didn't even think I had to say that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people on our roster that got that dog in him. Mailata got that dog in him. I think Josh Sweat got that dog in him. Dillard doesn't have that dog in him, which is why he turned into a backup. Brandon Graham got that dog in him. Hargrave got that dog in him. Who y'all play next? We play Carolina. 82 points in 2 games is not going to cut it. No, it's not going to cut it. We got to play Diggs and Parsons for the next 5 years. We got to draft better, man. Yeah. I'm not really concerned about Diggs. Diggs is getting his interceptions up. Cool, granted. But Diggs get beat on a lot of yards. A lot of double plays, a lot of double moves. You know what I'm saying? Diggs get beat a lot. He get beat a lot. Diggs gambles a lot, which is why Diggs is, in the position that he's in sometime to get some of these interceptions. He gambles. He gambles. And he gambles at the right time. If you double move Diggs, Diggs is done. Diggs is done if you double move him. Kadarius Toney got that dog in him. He must have did something last week. Dallas beating bad teams. Don't let that fool you. Carolina not a bad team. Carolina is not a bad team. The Chargers are not a bad team, man. I mean, I'm going to keep it a bean. Them ain't bad teams right there. Rager wants to win, bro. I think just the simple stuff they got him doing. Diggs does get beat. Diggs gives up yards. He gives up yards. It's a fact. It's a fact. You know what I mean? I know y'all don't like to hear the fact because he got 5 picks. He gives up yards. He definitely gives up yards. But in short situations, Diggs is just good. Like, Diggs can defend the slant. He can defend the curl route. Diggs can jump routes with the best of them. But if you double move Diggs deep, you could beat Diggs. Diggs can't guard Quez Watkins on the double move. Trayvon Grimes, where's he at, on the practice squad? It's just the same. We're 4 games in and already looking ahead to next season. I'm not. What happened to Boston, LB? Hopefully he goes to the practice squad where he started his career at so we could bring up Jordan Howard and start running the ball competently, bro. I like Boston Scott, man, but we don't have the best roster on the field. We don't. Get rid of Steven Nelson after 1 game. This is the first game we gave up 300 yards. The first game, Steven Nelson was out there guarding Tyreek Hill. Nobody in the league can guard Tyreek Hill. In my opinion, who's the best team in the NFC? I gotta give the nod to the Cardinals because they beat the Rams. I would have said the Rams last week, but I gotta give the nod to the Cardinals. Diggs second year, he will get, but absolutely, Diggs is progression, and Diggs is, you know what I'm saying, Diggs' development is bar none. I think Diggs will be an amazing, consistent Pro Bowler. He will. But his development not even, you know what I mean? Jalen Ramsey over Diggs. I mean, yes. Jalen, yes. Of course. Diggs still developing. Cardinals and Bills looking like Super Bowl contenders. Deebo Samuel is a dog player, and I think Reagor is more athletic. Jalen Reagor ain't more athletic than Deebo Samuel. I had to process that. No. Jalen Reagor ain't more athletic than Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel got multiple 2-touchdown games with over 150 yards receiving. Jalen Reagor is not Deebo Samuel. No, hell no. Hell no. We're not going to start doing this, bro. We're not going to start doing this. Stop it. Stop it. Jalen Reagor is not Deebo Samuel, man. Deebo Samuel, he's taking that. Deebo Samuel is probably the most physical wide receiver in the game. Deebo Samuel can play running back. How is Diggs already a shutdown corner? The kid is good. Yes, not a shutdown corner yet. Not yet. I don't think he's shut down yet, but I think he's developing it. He's developing into it. Why not? You were comparing Hurts to Brady. You're looking at the wrong video, fam. I never compared Jalen Hurts to Tom Brady. Never. Never. Never, 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 never. Stop lying. You're looking at the wrong video. The only pro that I ever compared Jalen Hurts to was Russell Wilson. Do y'all beat Carolina next week or what? I got to do my keys to victory. I got to really dissect it and bust it down. But I think we can. I think we can. I don't think it's as a terrible feat as you know KC was, and KC, you know, the game was closer than the score dictates. What's up, man? I'm a huge Carolina Panthers fan, but I like your content. Hey, I appreciate you, bro. Yes, you did. If Brady got a drop, it's the receiver, but if Hurts get a drop, it's in Hurts. How is that comparing Jalen Hurts to Tom Brady? I'm comparing the same situation that both quarterbacks have been in. What are you talking about? You don't make no sense. You don't make no sense. Another person nitpicking. Another person nitpicking. You pull me up the footage to where you pull me up the last time a commentator said on national TV that Tom Brady just missed somebody. And Twitter was still talking about it the next day. Come on, bro. That don't happen to Tom Brady. That's a fact. It's not a comparison. It's a fact. It's a fact. It's not a comparison. Drops mean the ball touches receiver's hands. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But, you know, we got to do what we got to do as Eagles fans and understand what we're really looking at and take our emotion out of it. A lot of people really prefer Carson Wentz. I got so many emails yesterday and so many DMs. Carson Wentz won yesterday, but your boy Hurts didn't. Like, Carson Wentz was trash last year. He was trash last year. I was the last person rocking for Carson Wentz. I was the last person rocking for him. Carson Wentz beat Jacoby Brissett. Shout out to Carson. Keep on winning so we can get that first round pick. You know what I'm saying? I really know why a lot of people don't like Carson Wentz. I really, really know why a lot of people, Jalen Hurts. I really know why it is. But you know what I mean? This ain't no political platform, so we're not even going to talk about that. Y'all don't like that man for shit that don't got nothing to do with football. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. So the more y'all hating on him and the more he keep having every 4 games, 1,100 passing yards, 7 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions, and a 101 rating, the more I'm going to say he that dude. The more I'm going to rock my Hurt season hats. If he keep performing like this every 4 games, you know what I'm saying? I'm okay. I'm okay with the development. I'm okay with the development. So all the hate that I've received for saying I believe that he was going to be the quarterback of the future just make me believe anymore. And every time he go out there and have a game like he had yesterday, you know what I'm saying, and throw the ball well, and people nitpick at every single thing he do, and the coach give him praise and say he played the best game of his career, and he go up there and take that stand and he say, stop it, we lost. That's why I like him. That's why I like him. That's why I like him. You know what I mean? If they go in there and tell Carson Wentz this the best game of your career, well, that speaks to the preparation of the rest of the team. We've been working really hard. Working really hard on our time, and we've all been putting in work. He not gonna cut it short and be like, listen, we got mopped up. 80% of quarterbacks ain't gonna cut it short and say that. They're gonna accept their flowers and feel like they did their job. Come on. Come on. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. We coming up on an hour, lunchtime with the bullies. I'm going to start getting the keys to victory together. Shout out to Big Manscaped, too, man. You know what I'm saying? Use code Brunson, save 20% off, man. Stop playing and go do it. Free shipping, and the free shipping I for that for y'all, man. I'm going to start working on these keys to victory, man. I got a crazy, crazy project coming up, man, that I want y'all to be a part of, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring it to y'all first before I present it to the world. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like y'all one of my largest support systems, man. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for tapping in with Lunchtime with the Bullies. Who else can get 600 people in here during lunchtime? You know what I mean? Who else can do that? Only y'all can do that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all, man. The keys to victory is definitely going to be interesting, because I believe that the season starts now for the Philadelphia Eagles. After what we saw the last 2 weeks, after we saw ups and downs from the coaching staff, ups and downs from our quarterback, I really feel like we're in for some good Philadelphia Eagles football for the rest of the season. Let me know what you think, man, in the comments. See you in Tampa Bay, LB. Have a safe one. Yes, sir. See you tomorrow, LB. Oh, have a safe one. I will be at the Tampa Bay game, though.